match for two teams out of form, as St James's Montefiore second 11 visited Haywards Heath and Clare Park in cricket's version of a relegation six-pointer. There were three changes from a St James's team who collapsed trying to chase down Crawley's score last time out, as Ewan Duddy, Daniel Baisley and Stuart Alcock made way for Graham Alton, Dylan Ollerenshaw and Charles Davis. And there were four changes to the Haywards Heath team that had a batting collapse, batting first against Henfield, Charlie Amy, Jack Groves, Jack Emerson and Chris Curran, making way for Stephen Goulds, Johnny Rutherford, Jamie Schumann and Jethro Menzies. And with rain on the horizon, St James's chose to bowl first. Charles Davis opening up against Stephen Goulds, with Jethro Menzies at the non-striker's end. And in an opening bowling partnership that won't confuse commentators and scorers alike, Charlie Davis bowled from the Sydney Road end. A slow start put the pressure on the openers to try and accelerate the scoring. Stephen Goulds playing all around that one and he was gone for just the 8 runs. Haywards Heath 21 for 1 after 6.5, a slow start. And George Wiscombe joined Jethro hoping to change it. And he tried to get off the mark with an aggressive shot, but that one just stuck in the pitch a little bit more than he was expecting, and he found Navneet Verma in the deep. Gone for 0 runs. Charles Davis had his second, and Haywards Heath 30 for 1 after 8.2. And Ariane Yatapu in at 4. First bowling change of the day was made as Charlie Davis made way for Mike Edmonds. And Charles Davis had his and St James's third, as Ariane tried to cut it, managed to find Dylan Ollerenshaw. And he was gone for 4. 42 for 3 after 12.3. Tom Carter came in, and the rain, summarising Haywards Heath's feelings about the innings so far. And a partnership needing to be struck up, Jethro Menzies, with the first 6 of the innings, and he moved on to a runner ball. Very much an outlier in the way that Haywards Heath's innings has gone so far, as he approached his first 50 of the season. Charles Davis, after a very good first spell, taking 3 wickets. Made way for Dominic Ashton. And allowed for the opportunity to Jethro to get to that elusive 50. And that one will feel so good. A lack of runs plaguing him all season, but he gets that one over the line. And this was a partnership they very much needed. 42 for 3 when Carter came in. And not only did they manage to rack up a 50 partnership, they managed to do so in pretty quick fashion. And Ashton thought he caught the edge of Carter. Wicketkeeper taking the catch. But it wasn't given by the umpire, and Carter survives. After a wicketless spell from Edmonds, he made way for Navneet Verma. And as the innings started to draw to a close and Haywards Heath was still 3 down, Dylan Ollerenshaw bowled from the pavilion end. And Ashu Tomar from the Sydney Road end. But it's fair to say that one was absolutely dispatched. And as they accelerated the scoring rate at the end of the innings, a crucial time for them to do so, this was a crucial innings, just like Menzies. And in a similar situation, Carter always seems to get starts, but never able to convert them. His second 50 of the season, a very, very positive innings at a time where they very much needed it. Don't forget, it's 120 runs so far in the partnership. And make that 128. Jethro Menzies' third 6 of his innings. And as Carter reached his 50, Menzies looked ready to take it to 3 figures. And it doesn't matter how you get them, they all look the same in the score sheet. And Jethro Menzies reached those 3 figures at over 100 strike rate. Him and Carter very much saving this match for Haywards Heath. After 2 big overs from both ends, they brought back their opener from the top end in Charlie Davis. And he finally had his first. That ball once again just getting stuck in the pitch and the wicketkeeper taking the catch. So Menzies finally gone after playing such a crucial innings. Johnny Rutherford looked to take the innings to a close. Davis looked to get 2 and 2, but was ultimately unsuccessful. Verma brought back on at the Sydney Road end. As Carter took Haywards Heath to their 200. A score that seemed untenable when they were 42 for 3, but brought to reality by Carter and Menzies. But now they were both gone. Carter trying to slap that one over to cow corner, and Navneet Verma had the wicket, hitting that leg stump, and Carter gone for a very important 68. Zach Gould joined Johnny Rutherford. But that wouldn't last long either. Very similar dismissal to his dad, as they both played around a straight one, and Zach was gone for 1. Navneet Verma had his second in the same over, and Haywards Heath were 208 for 6. Jamie Schumann joining Johnny Rutherford. But gone quickly as well. The tail was not wagging at the late stage of the innings, and the wicketkeeper had his second catch of the day. Schumann, gone for a duck. And Haywards Heath gone for 206 for 4 to 209 for 7. Hamza Aladad joined Rutherford. And you could tell the youthful legs in them really creating the pressure on St James's as they scrapped for every single run. Only the second time that Haywards Heath have made it all 40 overs in August. Jamie Schumann opening the bowling against Graham Oughton, but the rain was very much on its way. Hamza Aladad and Joe O'Neill, the men at the other ends. And Hamza had Oughton for a duck. He was none off 10 and he found Stephen Goulds. So St James's, the 1 wicket down, but with rain on the horizon, they needed more wickets. Dylan Ollerenshaw in at 3. And Hamza thought he had his man, as did the wicketkeeper and pretty much everybody on the Haywards Heath side. Umpire disagreed, and so Ollerenshaw survives. After an interesting over from Hamza Aladad, Jethro Menzies would try and replicate his Superman batting effort with the ball. And as the rain continued to hammer it down on the Clare Park pitch, Zach Goulds hoped to slide one past the bat. And he would get Joe O'Neill. The ball slipping onto O'Neill's pads. And that's exactly how you're going to get wickets in these conditions, as the rain was getting worse out on the pitch. And the decision was made to stop due to rain. Unfortunate for Haywards Heath, as they were ahead on the Duckworth-Lewis. But they weren't ever able to get back out there. They did play through light rain in the first innings, but it certainly wasn't light in the second. The relegation 6-pointer ending with St James's surviving and Haywards Heath heading on to next week.